Hello there and welcome to a new game review. Let's get right into the business. So, White starts with pretty common so far, I think, in the openings we've seen so far. I respond in a similar manner to how I've done so. I don't know how to describe them differently than what I've done until now. Maybe something that I'm gathering in these experiences is that maybe I don't have already some pre-moves that I can think ahead. For example, how to exploit some of these openings if there is any, or if there's like a cheeky strategy that I could employ here to throw them off their standard move set. Here I try to do exactly that, which is pretty standard to do. He just goes to take the pawn. Right here, I think this one would have been a better move to do. I'm unsure if I just went for the pawn. Yes, I did. I was baited here by the first piece that I was going to take. I should have taken the horse because now he can take the pawn and get away, but he chose not to because otherwise I could take with the queen, surely, but then I still do it. I still think that this probably should have done the first move because now this horse is also protected and this piece is not, this position is not ruined. So now I'm left to uh, give like a little cheeky check. He moves in this piece to proceed to castle. I'm not sure how I can prevent it from happening, so I just get my horse out so I can castle on the other side that he does. He doesn't castle. Surprisingly, here, I think he expected me to go here, and then he knew that this is going to be locked here. So I decided to castle before him. Then he decides to lock this even more, I think. I'm not entirely sure why he decided to move this instead of castling. So I decided to put some strength into the middle. I'm not sure if I wanted to reach the queen or just wanted to go with the pawns out to secure my right side of the board where I knew he's going to castle, so taking basically preemptive actions and pursuit. He eventually castles. Now my horse is sort of locked here. There's only, well, one position that I can get him, actually two. This one is not really fortunate. And I decide to continue on this side. If he's going to take my pawn, then I will just take it. But then I realized that this position is a bit too contested by him and too weakly protected by me. And I expose myself to a big weakness right here because if he takes the pawn, I take with the pawn. Then he can take with the bishop, and I can't take with the queen because he protects this one. So I'm in a pretty big trouble here. Pretty little big trouble. So he takes it. I know that I'm gonna lose this exchange, but I'm still going to go for it. Um, and now this happened because even though I explained it here, this catch up, it's because I realized later on when it was already over. So yeah, I was already late to the party, and I decided to try and salvage what I can by going probably with the queen here. I don't remember exactly. No, I went here. I think I wanted to be like, okay, I'm going to threaten your king. He obviously takes the rook. There was no reason not to. I think that maybe I would have tried to move here and try to take his queen, so just I ruin his position, even though he would have taken my rook anyway in that position. I shouldn't have moved so hastily in this position. I should have moved my horse first, so I make sure that I can win that engage. But I did not, so I lost big time there. Okay. Here, I think I wanted to double reinforce and go for the king, but the queen was an issue here, so I needed a way um, to scare her off, and I didn't really have what to do. And I think I basically there are two ways I can do it. Either I get a horse, not in the position, in this position here, or I move the pawn here, and then I can also move the horse here without if the pawn wasn't there, but it will be pretty hard. Here I can't move the horse because the queen captures, same is for this position. So that's pretty bad position to be in. Also, the bishop is caught here. I can't move it. So yeah, I'm trying to activate the right side pieces and see if I can make something. He's still, well, not very far away from my king. He can always just take this one, and I think I never covered it, and I just focused on winning with a blitzkrieg, hopefully in this position. He moves his horse probably to activate his rook. Then I decided to move my queen here, so I can move my horse in this position, I think. Um, mm, or I wanted to move here and just take a shot at the king and be in dangerous position, even though just the horse. I mean, yeah, I wanted to go here, check the king. The only way that he can protect his horse would probably be this one or this one. But if he moved the king, then I would take a horse. Actually, no, because it's protected by the bishop. So yeah, I would just be in this position, and then I would probably try to move with the horse and attempt at something. And very lastly, even if all of them didn't work, I could just come with the pawn here and try to make the queen go away. But I think I should have moved the rook first, but I was afraid that he's going to move his pawn first and just nullify the entire combination. So he moves with his horse here, um, probably preemptively realizing that I can go with both my pieces there, actually here. Anyway, if I came here, then he could just take with the horse, so probably he could have just waited, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe he just wanted to come the horse here and be a menace, because I couldn't stop it anyway. I decided to continue with my move with the horse because I couldn't see really a danger in allowing the horse to be there. He decides to move the bishop out and protect that piece. Honestly, I can respect that. I'm not sure if now I went here with the horse. I think it would have been a good move just to threaten the queen. And then if he moves the queen anywhere else, then I can come in and take a shot at the king, and then he will have to basically defend and move here in the only spot that he could. Um, I don't think I saw that, no. And he does, yep. I didn't see that move, and he moved the pawn forward, and now I can't do this anymore. Honestly, I think this was um, a good shot. I'll go at the review in this order, but I don't think he could have stopped this move and then this one. Okay, and then he goes into defending mode. I just didn't have any other idea on how to approach the situation. Um, I decided to push my luck in this position and destabilize the pawn. If I can make him take this pawn with a bait, then I can still go for the plan. He decides to push on the left side, probably to push the horse. So I decide to move on with my plan. That was not a threat right now. I don't need to deal with it. So he decides to move his horse here, and then I start thinking, what can he do? Um, and for now, that's not a lot of threat. Um, but it's a problem because he locks me in here in case he take, probably, yeah, it was a preparation for when he will take this one. even though I can do this, because then I won't be able to go with the queen in this position. Um, I decide to take it, even though I should have just stood there, honestly. I think it was better for me to do it. But I was like, okay, my mind was I can take a piece, so I will just take it. Now, really, a bad situation was that I couldn't just simply do this because the queen is protecting this square, and the horse is protected, so I can't do anything about that one. Um, Now, the horse kind of stuck. Uh, so so is the case for most of my pieces. I'm not sure if I went with this one. Yeah, I did. I was like, okay, let's fight for this horse. He decides to retreat, um, but the offensive on the right side is, I think, mostly gone. I don't really have another plan. I was thinking that I could give my horse here as bait. Then he would take with the pawn most probably, and then I would just boost it by the rook. I would go for the king. No way to stop me. He has to go here. Um, but then I would be in a pinch because what do I do then? Do I come here and force an exchange of queens? Mm, Maybe it was a good idea. Nah, this horse is protected. I wouldn't be able to take it. I would just take that one. But I think that right now I like the idea of taking the bishop. Yeah, that's what I do. He takes the horse. Um, yeah, and I think right now probably would have been a good idea to do this. Actually no, because if I check with this, then he just takes it to the pawn, so it wouldn't be a good idea anyway. Uh, I know this is protected by the horse. I wanted just so bad to push the queen away, and also to get rid of the horse because now I can't check the king. Now that will do much because obviously the queen is here. It's like the queen being here just does so much to block me from doing pretty much of anything in that direction, and I couldn't find an opening. So I decided to reinforce the pawn and push it ahead. Um, I just needed to move the horse away and then I would have this tile secured. Problem is that he just moved the horse in. So I just moved the horse and I'm like, okay, I want to get rid of this horse to make him too much trouble for me. He decides to move his pawn. So I decided to protect this one because it's one move away from challenging my horse. He decides to pin this position so I can't block it. Otherwise, he will do an en passant. And I decided to double down on the pawn instead of going for the horse. Um, yeah, honestly, I think I should have just captured that. And here I was doubling as protecting the pawn, checking the king in this square, or checking the king from this position. Um, he decides to move in and make a threat for the queen. Then I decide to check him on the left side, hoping that I will do a combination that will own me a horse. He moves it, then I went for the queen here to chase it away because I have 3 reinforcements whilst he has only 2. He decides to check me, which was a good move, I guess, from him. I did the same. Um, he checks me. I also moved the king in this direction because I knew that there's not going to be any danger from me. I go in a corner. Then he comes in this position, threatening my rook. I knew I'm protecting the rook. And I think here I went for the pawn. No, I went to threaten the queen because I can protect it with my queen. He moves to give me a cheap check. Honestly, I think I would have done the same. My horses are both protected, so he can't go for those. So I go back to tell no to the queen. She moves back into the position that she went in. I'm not sure if she tries to keep threatening the pawn or has another idea. But I decided to just do the same and be like, okay, maybe we can force a tie. Although I knew it's probably not gonna happen. So he moves his queen back. I realized that he can just threaten the unprotected pawn here, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I decided to make a double threat for both the queen and the horse. Actually, no, I didn't do that yet. Um, hmm, yeah, I think this one was a better position because I would force the queen to move or take the rook, but then I will capture it with a horse, so that's definitely not a good choice. And if they move away, then I'll be able to grab the horse, and probably the only way that he can protect that horse is by going here with the queen. Anyway, I go for the pawn because it was free, and I think I would have loved if one of these rooks wasn't here, but it was. Now I decide to do it, but it's too late because a fork is not possible. But I also do it because the rook was threatened. He decides to check me again. I decide to protect again. He moves back. I take another pawn, even though I realize probably that this pawn is lost. But then if he takes that one, then I can take the horse and also protect my horse here. But instead, he decides to pick this pawn, probably realizes that that horse is in danger. Um, I think here, perhaps I should have moved the horse maybe here, and maybe bait his rook. Maybe he would have done that. I decided to move here in an attempt to, hmm, let me think. Yeah, I think I just wanted to move the rook, I think, and if he took the rook, the pawn, and if he moved the pawn, then I would take with this one. If he decides to take this one, then I would be able to check him and get a rook, and then also a pawn, um, and expose this side. But he decides to, well, yeah, I wasn't paying enough attention because I was tunnel visioned on this move, and I get to lose a rook, unfortunately, which it's kind of disastrous for me at this time of the match. So yeah, it's just um, not much that I think I can do. I think maybe go with the horse here and just chase the queen, or here is the same, but yeah, it's just I don't know how to turn this around. Not that it's an easy thing to do. Um, yeah, I just here I didn't really have a plan on what to do. I was just like, if any of these rooks move away, I can grab the other one, which he did, but not in the way I wanted. Um, Here let me think. What did I want here? Um, I knew he can take this horse. I was like, yeah, just please take it, because then I would be able to check you, to check the king. But then he moves his rook, so I realized that it's not gonna happen. And I think I moved here. No, I moved there. Yeah, to protect this pawn so he can't go, but I could have taken with the horse. This one was protected. Honestly, I think I should have just moved here. Um, to, mm, Hold on a second. Mm, I think here maybe. Yeah, I should have definitely moved there. Um, Hold on a second. Oh, okay. I stumbled with my key arrows again. So yeah, right here, I think the best choice I could have taken is to grab this piece with the queen, so that if he takes me with the rook, I can grab it. This one was protected already by the horse, so there was no need for me to reinforce it more, but I was like, I need to protect this pawn. And he ends up taking the horse with no contest from me. That was another mistake in this game that I did. Surely this one was a bit better. I mean, surely he could have just moved his rook here and threaten it even more, or double reinforce it with this rook, um, which would put me in a bad position anyway. Um, Problem with this position as well is that I can't even give a free chip shot at the king, because then he would go here. Um, but obviously here I can't do it anyway, because of the queen. If I was here, I could check him. He can go here or here. If he goes on the right side, there's no way I can check him anymore, unless I go here, but there's no way I can do that with the queen there. And if he went here, with my queen being there, um, then I'll have to go all the way here to do it again. So there was no way for me to force a tie either. But yeah, here is just a few moments away from disaster. Honestly, he could have just uh, moved his queen here or something. Anyway, he moves his rook. Um, Here I'm thinking about a way to salvage this, but there's no way to do it. The only way to go with the horse was these directions, but he would just come here. And yep, right now it's checkmate. So that's about it. Hmm. Let's go into game review and see which moments could have been finalized better. Well, doesn't look right good to me. Three blunders. Well, it's about what happened, but well, it's a shame. All right, let's see where all these bad moves were, so I can get a shot at not repeating them again. Okay, that's a weak move. Apparently good, decent, okay. This one is the moment I weaken my right side. This one, yeah, this one I'll definitely mistake. You allow the opponent to win material through a skewer, yeah, which he wins the rook. Show me the best move I could do. Okay. Show the follow-up. Take that one. Yeah, threatens the queen. I need to move the queen away. And now he'll just be in a +1 position, so it ain't that bad. Then, let me think, what would have been better to do? Maybe move the rook here? Yeah. I'm glad that was a good move. This one was exactly what I expected. He can't take with a bishop. It's recommended to move with the king back. Alright. I can't move with the horse here because it's defended. What about this one though? I think it's, yeah, no, it's easy. It is to counter, just move the pawn here. These ones are protecting each other. Here to go for here and fork, yeah, and fork the rooks. That's a good find. This one to push, to force the bishop maybe, but this one's going to be easier to take. I can't do that. Although, yeah, no, I can't do it. Why do I go here though? Ah, to protect the rook that's gonna threaten the queen. Okay. That'd been a great move. This one to probably so I can go there. He moves there in advance. I move there. Blocks that avenue. I triple down on it. Goes in. I goes that way. That would be a brilliant move. Ooh, wow. I never thought about this one. You do this one. I'll check him. Well, it'll be two brilliant moves in one. And then I'll have to check him again. I mean, why not go there anyway? And now I force a tie with a +5 advantage. I think maybe I should go here. Here is a bad plan for him. No, it's a good. Then I want to do this one. Give me some to win material by pinning a piece to the king. Okay, then what? Ooh, yeah, I didn't see this one. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. And then I would just take the horse, right? No, because it's protected by the bishop then. Well, I mean, if the horse is gone from there, then maybe I can do this one. And then it's forced to do this one. And then I think I can do... even better. Now I can take this one. Actually, can he go any other place? No, perfect. So then I would do this one. Solid advantage. And then it would be a check on his side. So, probably could take this decision here. No, that'd be a mistake because even this one is a mistake. Yeah, it's a blunder. To win a queen. Yeah, the one is a queen, and this one to force eventual checkmate, mate in 5. Okay. So maybe one of the few choices you have is this one, and then I win a rook. I mean, why there? Because I would just... Well, it's a great move. Checking from the checking knight. What if he does this then? Take, check, get the queen. Ooh, yeah. So yeah, this is the only... But then what about this one? Ooh, checkmate. Okay, I see. Ooh, nasty. Take it, this one. If he takes the horse, I take him, so probably this one is for the better. Then I check him. He's forced to take, I take, he takes probably. Yeah. Honestly, I'll just go there and I'll move with the king here. Then he goes here. I decide to take this. Mate. Yeah, it's mate for me. That's why. I mean, I can just do this. Not there. Here. Yeah, I think I can just go here and go there. Okay, he goes there, I go here maybe. He needs to activate the king to gain advantage. Okay, I go here because these ones are probably blocked there. Now moves here. I'll move here then. Okay, he goes there. Move a piece. No, the king. And probably he goes here. I take, he takes. I come here. Probably. No, that's fine. What about this? Nah, I think I like this one more. Because now I can just move back. Yeah, he can't do it because then I would check the king and I get this. Probably he gets that. I get this. He checks me. I go down. Checks me again. Go down. Go here. I go here. Probably he can come here. I think he may move here. I don't know, I think yeah, there will be a problem because this move is mate. So what can I do if I check him? Then yeah, I think I can do this. Can come here. Hmm. Then I can come here, I think. Yeah. And then there's no reason for him to check me. Ah, he got himself into checkmate. Yeah. Anyway, I went a lot with this idea. And honestly, I like it. There is a lot in it. A lot and too much at the same time. Yeah. So many things could have gone different when he took this one. Now let's see. We went all the way up there, but do we remember what was the next move? I think the next move was this one. Bishop goes here. Then he would approach probably this one, albeit I think this one would be his move more closely. Then I would take this one, and then not that won't happen. Probably he will want to take this piece. Then he will take this one. Probably want to take this one. To an eventual fork. Okay. Show me the fork. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, because he could just do the same fork again. And he would have to do this. And honestly, if I do it right now, which is what I would normally do, I'll be in a loss for... Oh, actually, I can just go for this one. And then if he goes with this one, yeah, take this one, he takes that one. Then I can just check him. Then go here and take the rook, I think. Why not this one? So he can move away. Ah, he can't move that one. So I'll do this one. And then yeah, he can do this. Interesting. I mean, it's a cheap check. Yeah, he cannot come here because it's protected by this one. He does save that one, but he cannot save the horse. I can check this one. I'm gonna lose the pawn though. So no. This one, because he's gonna take this here and take this one. Probably he goes here. I go here. Why don't you move this one though? Okay. Okay. Take this one. He takes this one. Check. Take a shot at the rook. He checks me. Go back. Yeah, this one blocks the king from coming in here. this one. Probably take a shot at the last pawn, maybe, or to protect. Ooh, this one. Yeah, this one was here. Honestly, I think I can just move this one here. Yeah. Then what do you do now? Ah, he decides to go up. Okay. Decide to protect this one. Decides to continue here. Yeah. Anyway, it would have been much more favorable to me. Yeah, interesting combinations, for sure. It's pretty bad I didn't get a chance to play them. Okay, I lost that one. These ones are good moves. Okay, they go. Okay, you get a chance to beat a knight. Okay, this is a good one. Show me the follow-up. Okay, which does happen. Which would have been the best? This one to threaten the horse. I mean, I still do it. And I want to take this one. He goes back. This is okay. Alright. These are decent. I'm curious where are the other blunders? Well, one should be around here somewhere when I lost the rook, I think. Yeah, when I lost the rook with the fork. Okay. Their better move was to defend the pawn that was under attack. I didn't take it anyway. Wait, honestly, I think. It's check. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I do this, he does that. They move, left their pawn hanging. Yeah, I think this is what I should have done. Ooh, this is blunder. This move loses a rook. You miss an opportunity to capture a free pawn. Okay. Okay. So he moved there. So I could just do this. He goes, yeah, and he takes a shot at the queen. Got it. Okay. Yeah, he can actually still do it. Check evasion. Okay. Yeah, and I would lose the rook here instead of later. Okay, so what would have been my best move? Yeah, just grab the pawn. Okay, he goes there, I go there. He does a blunder. He can pick up a free pawn. Yeah. He moved it probably because he thought that I'm gonna take it instead of him going for it. Well, I mean, if he went for it, then I'll just take the queen, right? He would try to take me. I'll lose one here. Move this one back. Protects the horse. Go for the other pawn that I should have taken. He goes into defend. Honestly, here I'm gonna go for that one. Yeah, this one is the better move. And I'm still in a very bad position. Okay. Yeah. There's a miss from their side. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this one would have been pretty good. Okay. I think I saw that he can check me and get away with it. Hmm. Yeah. That position there is to attack that. Ooh, fork. And then he can. No, he can't. Because he loses the queen, and then I do this. Oh, it's a miss by threatening the queen. Ooh, you mean this one? Okay. And now I take the rook, right? No. Now I take this one. It goes in to protect the rook. I still take it. Because it's a check, right? Gets here. Yeah, I take the queen. He takes this one. Ooh, and now we're in a balanced situation. Protect the pawn. Okay. Yeah, I definitely did not see that. Here, check. He goes here, then he goes here. I go with the horse here. I'm not sure why he would go here though. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he would have went like this. Might be in a blunder. Well, yeah, that was a good combination that I didn't think about, honestly. In the entire game, I just didn't think about this fork, even though they were there. Oh well, good to keep that in mind from now on. Okay, I'm going went there. That's okay. It's a miss. I think it was because I could move the horse. No, pin the queen. Okay, take that one. There. Ooh, pretty good win. So yeah, I realized that I could come with the rook here after I moved because I moved quite fast. I was just like, oh, free pawn. Um, but yeah, I failed to realize um, it's just going to put me in a bad position. Um, so yeah, could have done this. Honestly, this is a good idea because he threatens my queen. Um, although I don't think he would have done this. Hmm, I think he would have done this. Oh, it's a blunder. Eventual checkmate in 3. Hmm, okay. Yeah, I don't think you can do this because the next one is check, right? It's mate from me. Yeah, it's mate in 1. So with this one is just going to buy time. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that would have been a good move, honestly. I don't know if it would have been exactly like this, but definitely I wouldn't have taken the rook first. Like if he did this, I'll do this. And then yeah, that would have been a mistake because he can take my queen. But that's probably what I would have done. Not this. And then he takes the horse, I take this one, and I get advantage. Ooh, interesting. Interesting to see so many ways that I could have turned it around, even though I thought that I can't, even though I was trying to look for it. And the computer is showing me how I could have done it. I just failed to see it. Okay. Show missed free piece. Wow, okay. Yeah, I was completely blind. I don't know how I couldn't see this. Uh, Move. Yeah. Protect this one. I think I lose. No, I don't lose it. Okay. Yeah, I would have equalized here and it would be each other's game, I think. Okay, yeah, I have no idea how I didn't see that one. And yeah, interesting that like not the rook itself, the loss of the rook gave me the loss, but it was this move that guaranteed that I lose because he can. I was so focused on like, oh, I mean, I'm gonna push a pawn. He take if he I gonna push the pawn, he takes the pawn. Um, then I take it to the rook. If he takes it, then I take his rook and I give him a check. And then we'll see what happens from there. When this one was the best move I could do. And from here on, I don't think there is anything that I could have done better. Okay. Yeah, threaten the pawn. Okay. Yeah, even now. Okay. Yeah, next is checkmate. Should have come here to protect this one. I mean, if I came here, probably he can't do this anymore. I mean, he can still do it. Check. And he eventually can get the horse, I think. No, he can't get it anymore. But now he can just go with the pawn. And there's nothing I can do. Yeah, it's already game over. Well, thank you for following. See you on the next game. Cheers.